The Story King Presence. The Mark of the Forsaken. The first time Kade smelled her blood, he knew she was his. It happened during the hunt, that ancient ritual where alphas track trespassing wolves through the Blackthorn territory. The scent hit him like lightning, honey and wildfire, fear and fury mixed into something that made his wolf howl with recognition. Mine, the beast snarled inside his chest. Ours. Kade's pack spread through the forest behind him, but he'd already surged ahead, following that intoxicating trail. His beater, Marcus, called out a warning he didn't hear. Nothing mattered except finding her, claiming her, making her understand that she belonged to him now, that she belonged to him from the moment her scent touched his tongue. He found her in a clearing, backed against a cliff face with nowhere to run. She was smaller than he expected, her frame lean and coiled tight like a spring ready to snap. Mud streaked her face, and her clothes, worn jeans and a torn jacket, clung to her like a second skin. But it was her eyes that stopped him cold. They weren't filled with the terror he'd expected. They burned with defiance. "Stay back," she warned, her voice rough and low. A knife glinted in her hand, silver, he noted with grim amusement. She knew what she was doing. Kade shifted from wolf to man in a ripple of muscle and moonlight, standing naked and unashamed in the winter air. Let her see what she was dealing with. Let her understand the power of the Alpha who would own her. "You're on my land," he growled, stalking forward. "That makes you mine. I don't belong to anyone." She slashed the air between them with the blade. "Especially not some territorial brute who thinks he can claim people like property." His wolf snarled at the insult, but Kade smiled, a predator's grin that showed too many teeth. "You're mine now," he said, each word deliberate and final. "The sooner you accept that, the easier this will be." He lunged. She was fast, faster than any Omega had a right to be. The silver blade kissed his shoulder, drawing blood, but he caught her wrist and slammed her against the stone. The knife clattered away into the darkness. She fought like a wildcat, all fury and desperation, but he had 100 pounds on her and the strength of an alpha besides. "Stop fighting," he commanded, using just enough of his alpha voice to make her wolf whimper. "You can't win. Watch me." She drove her knee toward his groin. He blocked it, pinning both her wrists above her head with one hand while the other gripped her chin, forcing her to meet his eyes. The bond between them thrummed like a living thing. She had to feel it too, that magnetic pull that said "mate, mine, forever." "You feel it," he said, his voice dropping to something almost tender. "You know what you are to me. I know what you want me to be," she spat. "Another possession. Another pretty thing to break. I don't break what's mine. I protect it." "Liar." She twisted in his grip, and that's when it happened. Her jacket sleeve rode up, and Kade saw what she'd been hiding. Scars. Dozens of them, crisscrossing her forearm like a roadmap of pain. Not the clean lines of battle wounds, but something worse. Deliberate, methodical, the marks of silver chains worn too long, burned too deep. His grip loosened in shock. She used his hesitation to wrench free, scrambling backward. Her hand shot to her sleeve, yanking it down, but it was too late. He'd seen, and his wolf, that savage beast that had been howling for blood and dominance moments before, went absolutely still. "Who did that to you?" The words came out quieter than he intended, scraped raw. "None of your business." She'd found a rock, hefting it like a weapon. Her eyes darted, searching for escape routes. "Tell me." He didn't move closer, though everything in him screamed to reach for her. "Who hurt you? Why do you care?" Her laugh was bitter, brittle. "You're just like them. Another alpha who thinks strength gives him the right to. I am nothing like them." The words erupted from him with such force that she flinched. Kade forced himself to breathe, to push down the rage that threatened to consume him. Not rage at her, never at her. Rage at whoever had put those scars on her skin, that fear in her eyes. He raised his hand slowly, showing he was unarmed. Harmless, though they both knew that was a lie. "My name is Kade Blackthorn. I'm Alpha of this territory. And I swear on my pack's blood that no one will hurt you here. Pretty words. But her grip on the rock loosened, just slightly. I've heard them before. Then someone lied to you. I don't lie. They stared at each other across the clearing, predator and prey caught in a moment that could tip either way. Kate could hear his pack approaching through the trees. They'd be here in minutes. He needed to make a choice. Claim her by force, as was his right. Or earn her trust, impossible as that seemed. His wolf snarled in protest, but Kate took a step back. Then another. You're on my land, he repeated. But I'm giving you a choice. Run, and I'll let you go. My pack won't follow. Suspicion flooded her features. Why? Because you're my mate, he said simply. And I won't have you come to me in chains. Her breath caught. So she did understand what the bond meant, what they could be to each other. Mates are a fairy tale. Then I'm living in one. He gestured to the forest behind her. The border's 3 miles west. You'll be out of my territory by dawn if you run. She didn't run. Not yet. What's the catch? No catch. You're free to go. He paused, let his eyes hold hers. But you'll come back. What makes you so sure? Because you felt it too. That pull between us. You can run from me, little wolf, but you can't run from fate. His smile was softer now, almost gentle. And when you come back, when asterisk, not if, I'll be waiting. You're insane. Probably. He turned away, presenting his back to her, the ultimate show of trust. There's a cabin at the eastern border, stocked with food and supplies. Stay there tonight if you want. Or don't. Your choice. Why are you doing this? Kate looked back over his shoulder, and for just a moment, he let her see past the Alpha, past the predator, to the man beneath. Because someone hurt you badly enough that you'd rather face an Alpha alone in the woods than accept help. And I need you to know, his voice roughened. I need you to believe that not all of us are monsters. Footsteps crashed through the underbrush. His pack was here. Go, Kate commanded, before I change my mind. She ran. He watched her disappear into the darkness, every instinct screaming at him to follow, to hunt, to claim. But he held himself still as Marcus and the others burst into the clearing. Where is she? Marcus demanded. Where's the trespasser? Gone. You let her go. Kate, what the hell? She's my mate. The words silenced them all. And she'll come back. And if she doesn't. Kate touched his shoulder where her silver blade had cut him. The wound was already healing, but he'd keep the scar. A reminder. Then I'll wait until she does. But even as he said it, doubt crept in. What if she didn't come back? What if whoever had put those scars on her arms had broken something inside her that couldn't be fixed? What if he'd just made the biggest mistake of his life? 3 days later, Kate stood on his balcony watching the forest when Marcus brought him the news. There's smoke coming from the eastern cabin. His heart stopped, then raced. Is it her? Can't tell from here. Could be a fire. Could be. Kate was already moving, shifting into his wolf form mid-leap. He ran like his life depended on it, crashing through the forest with his pack howling behind him. The cabin came into view, smoke curling from the chimney. Not a wildfire. Someone was inside. He shifted back to human form at the door, suddenly uncertain. What if she changed her mind? What if she was only here to tell him to stay away forever? He knocked. The door opened. She stood there in clothes that weren't torn, her hair still damp from washing, and those burning eyes met his without flinching. I didn't come back because of fate, she said. Then why? She pushed up her sleeve, showing those terrible scars in the daylight. Because you're the first Alpha who looked at these and got angry for me instead of at me. Her voice cracked, just barely. And I need to know if that was real. Kate's hands trembled as he reached for her, giving her every chance to pull away. When she didn't, he took her scarred arm gently, reverently, and pressed his lips to the damaged skin. It was real, he whispered against her scars. It is real. She shuddered, and he felt wetness drip onto his hair. Tears. They said I was worthless. Broken. That I should be grateful anyone wanted me at all, even like that. They lied. He looked up at her, let her see the truth burning in his eyes. You are my mate, my equal, and I will spend every day proving to you that you were never broken, just surrounded by people who didn't deserve you. I don't even know if I can be what you need. Then we'll figure it out together. She laughed through her tears, the sound watery but genuine. You're really not like other alphas, are you? No. He stood, cupping her face with infinite care. I'm worse, because now that you're here, I'm never letting you go. That sounds like a threat. It's a promise. She swayed toward him, and he thought she might kiss him, but then her eyes rolled back, her knees buckled, and she collapsed into his arms. No, he lowered her to the floor, panic searing through him. Her skin was burning up, her breathing shallow. Marcus, get a healer, now. But as he cradled her, he saw it, beneath her other sleeve, more scars. Fresh wounds reopening, and burned into her shoulder, hidden until now, a mark he recognized with dawning horror. A brand, the symbol of the Ironclaw pack, the most vicious, brutal pack in the Northern Territories. No, he whispered, his blood running cold. They didn't just hurt you. They owned you. Her eyes fluttered open, unfocused and afraid. Kade, she breathed. He's coming, my old Alpha, he'll never stop hunting me. And when he finds me here with you. Who? Kade demanded. Who's coming? She smiled sadly, even as consciousness fled. My husband. The word hit him like a silver bullet to the heart. And in the distance, carried on the wind, came the sound of howls. Not his pack. An army. To be continued. Subscribe to the Story King for more thrilling tales.